Good morning. I'd like to welcome you. I am going to just share this to my group, so it'll give you a minute to jump on. Sometimes it takes a second or two to find the live, I guess, because it's taken me a minute to find it on here. So let's see. All right, here we go. So welcome, and if you're joining me, go ahead and say hello. Let's see, I'm just going to share this to my group, and I think we're good here. So there we go. Oh, I thought I had my husband's phone turned down. I thought I did. Okay. All right. There. I think we are good. I was hoping. Let's see. Oh, I guess you can see my stand a little bit, but that doesn't matter. So, good morning, and I'm guessing you can hear the rain again. So it's been raining all day yesterday. We had freezing rain and rain today that's supposed to turn over to snow. So unfortunately in my video you get to hear the rain again. So I apologize, but nothing I can do. So I'd like to welcome you. I'm Kelly A.G. from Stamp with Kelly. I am here in Michigan, up north. Mostly loving it. Just wish the weather would stay warm, and it finally started to dry out a little bit so I could walk. So that was nice. That was a good thing. But anywho, so today what I'm working with is on page 59 in our little mini catalog. I'm working with the Honeybee. Let's see, I got a whole bunch of stuff here. I got the Honeybee Home Bundle. And here's the dies. These are really nice. Some you can stamp and cut out, and then some they have that you just cut out. And then there's 3 different kinds of bees. The stamp set, that's really nice. So yeah, you can cut out these, all those, the bees, and then like I said, there's a few more of the dies, but I'm gonna put these away for now so I don't lose them. So yep, if you're joining me either first time or kind of getting to start to watch me, then just say hello, because I'd like to know that you're here. All right, and then I'm using the doilies and the matted dots in the the Hive 3D embossing folder. I absolutely love this. You'll see on a couple of the cards, it's really cute. And then the paper is awesome. If you don't like the flowers, it's got the wood grain on the back, so I think that's pretty cool. And then for my my May 14th retreat, I'll be using the Memory and More cards to have as an add-on class. And it's really nice because some people that are first starting out are kind of, they get a little bit, sometimes I guess nervous with the stamping, but that's a nice class for them to do. And if they don't get it done, they got all the instructions so they can finish. So, okay, so I'm going to be working with that. Let me just put this aside. A few notes. The last chance list. Definitely, if you want something, I highly, highly recommend getting it because they are starting to sell out of things. So, if you need a copy of this or the PDF, I can send to you, but I definitely would go ahead and get that ordered, because I know I had one lady call me and say that she couldn't order something because they were out already. Gosh, I just bent my little flyer here. The Savings in Bloom, this sale ends today. So if you want the little cut and emboss machine, it's $48. I believe 20% off, and then the bundles. So highly, highly recommend getting them, okay? And then the Waves of Inspiration, the whole suite, you can't order. What they had in stock is out. So I do know it's carried over the bundle. So you can go ahead and, you know, be able to hopefully order that. But I don't know, I don't think the paper's carried over. So, not sure, but... And then look what I got, the new catalog. I am so excited. We have On Tour this Saturday. I signed up for this Saturday. And this is the free stamp set that I got. I haven't worked with it yet, but I cannot show you the inside of this. But I will be ordering them, and if you're my customer, I will be sending you one. Or if, oh Jesus, wonder what I turned on. Or if you would like one, I'd love to be a demonstrator. Just let me know. Contact me and I will get one out to you, okay? The other thing, real quick, and then we're going to get working on the cards. I forgot to draw. So I took actually the last 2 weeks. And Jerry, you won the embellishments. I drew your name. So I will send these out to you. And this week for sharing... especially sharing. I really, truly appreciate that. Your comments, a heart, whatever. I'm going to do a drawing next Wednesday for the Bumblebee Trinklets. Okay? So, just if you share, write in the comments that you shared. Because sometimes with the privacy settings, I can't always see that you shared. But, you know, I appreciate it. So, okay, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to do this card first. And just the only other thing is if you order, I have 2 host codes right now. So if you order, oh, hang on, I'm just trying to find my cards here. If you order $35 or more using my new host code by Sunday, I'll send you the stuff to make these 3 cards. Now I cannot do stamped images, but you know, you could use a stamp set, whatever you got. I'll send a piece of paper that's white to do any flower you got, and you could do your saying. But that's with 1 host code, and then today that'll go till Sunday, and then today is the last day for my special that if you do a $50 order or more, and I have a different host code, and I have this all in the description, but not only will I send you embellishments, but I will send you random 24 6x6, oops, oh geez, I thought I had my husband's phone turned off. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. So, anywho, I will send you 24 sheets of the 6x6. I may cut some down of the designer paper plus an embellishment. And that ends today. And that's with the host code that starts with the H. So, I have it all in the description, okay? All right, let's get started. Enough chit-chatting. I have a piece of, this is the card number 1 that we're going to do. It says, you are the nicest, stay wonderful. You can leave the inside blank if you want to write a little note. They have really nice sayings. And I think, what did I do with my stamp set? I really like the sayings that they have. Such happy news. Best of luck. So glad we're family. Miss you. Stay wonderful. And you are the nicest. I just think these are really... just kind of, you know, for a casual card. So, all right. So I have the fresh freesia. I know I never say that right. It's 5.5 by 8.5. If anyone can kill a word, it can be me. I always laughed and said I could never be a teacher because the kids would be learning the wrong sayings. So, but it's 8.5 by 5.5. I folded it in half. I scored at 4 1/4. Then I have a piece that is the basic white. This is 3 3/4 by 5. So normally you'd have 4 by 5 1/4. I just made it 1/4 inch shorter than that. See this, the paper, the wood paper, that's really cool, but I'm going to use this. So this is 3 5/8 by 4 7/8. So it's just 1/4 inch short, or 1/8 of an inch shorter, I'm sorry. So yep, you got the 1/4 inch shorter than the normal, and then an 1/8 inch shorter. I got the contour dies. I did that with the garden green, and then I cut out a piece of a different wood grain, and it's still with that set. But this is 1 7/8 by 3 1/4. So you just basically measure. Now if you can see that, you measure your little stitched inside, and then just go a little bit smaller. Okay, so that's that. And then I am going to, let's see, I got a piece for that. So we're going to do a little bit of stamping. So I'm just going to leave that for a minute. And you know what? I wonder what I did with my ribbon. I had it separate, and I bet I lost it. That little bit of the ribbon on there. But I had it tied, so I put it away already. I don't have my ribbon out because I had already tied it. So, I wonder what I did with it. Oh, well. Not unusual that I lose things, right, when we're stamping. So, all right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp this in the Memento black ink because I use the blends to color it. Okay. And this is what I always do because this is bigger. I always like to ink from the top because this way then you get it covered good. Okay. So I use that in the black, and I'm just going to stamp it on a little scrap piece of paper. All right. And we are going to, I'm going to get my little paper here. And what I'm going to do is just quickly color the flowers. Now I'm using the light and dark fresh freesia. And I actually already colored one and just took and cut it out, so you don't have to watch me cut it out. But they do have a die for this. And I just color, like, I'm not sure how you guys like to do it. I've seen where some people color the dark and then just, finish with the light. But I kind of like to do the light and then kind of shade with the dark and then go back over it with the light. I feel like it blends it the best, but everybody colors kind of different, and you do what, what works best for you. So this is the light. And you know what? If you don't color perfect, it honestly does not matter because you're cutting it out. But, you don't want to get too sloppy. But I'm just kind of going with the dark. They have like some little lines in here. And I'm going to color these all dark. Even though I colored them light, it doesn't matter. But I'm just going to kind of... Where I like to go with the dark is where they have the lines kind of in there already, like stamped. Or you can go towards the bottom. However, there's really no right or wrong, I don't think, to blending, unless you're trying to get like a shadow. And then I just go over the whole thing with the blends. And as it dries, you'll see that it kind of, you can, I guess, blend it all together nice. Sometimes with the markers, you can't do that. Okay. So we got, oops, I missed that. Missed that out completely, but I think it'll be fine with the light. And then, I do not have the garden green blends. I do the marker, but not the blends. But I'm just going to use Old Olive. And I'm just going to kind of go up the stem, too, to kind of color that. I did, what did I stamp? I think I stamped the bees in the basic gray. But I had a lot of them kind of run when I used the blends on them. So I thought, well, I'm not going to do that with this. I'll just use the Memento ink like we're supposed to. Okay. So that would be colored, and then we'd use our little framelit to cut it out. And this is what we get, okay? I highly recommend using a little piece of Post-it note, because I had mine kind of slide a lot. I actually ended up cutting some of this off because I had too much white showing, but I mean, it doesn't matter. It's just, you know, I didn't like quite that much white on one side. So what I'm going to do here too, I'm going to stamp "You Are the Nicest," and then we'll stamp the inside as well. Okay, that says "Stay Wonderful." I think it's nice just to get a card for no reason. It's just, I don't know. I think it's important that we send out cards and stuff. So, okay. What I did, I'm going to just go ahead and show you what I did with this real quick. Now, what did I drop? I dropped something. Depends on how good you are cutting. I mean, I like to use my big scissors when I'm cutting, but if you want a nice straight line, and you can kind of see where this lines up, you just want to make sure you're not cutting the words. But what I did is and who knows, I just went up to like the S, maybe not quite to the S, but I'm just kind of cutting that, so I don't have to cut quite so much with the scissors. Now bring this over here. And then I'm going to finish just fussy cutting it, okay? I kind of made the lines. I think I got to get this one a little bit thinner. But it kind of helps get it started. But you can just take and cut it with the scissors if you want. I'm just going to cut these pieces off. And then I'll get my little scissors. But when I'm doing bigger pieces, I kind of like to use these scissors because you get a little bit of a, like you got more area that you're cutting straight. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish cutting this. And you could just stamp this on like any little tag thing too. So if you don't like to fussy cut, although I've kind of fussy cut a lot today, for the most part I enjoy it. I know for my classes I did a lot of fussy cutting, and then I had a lady used to tell me all the time that how much she did not like it. And then by the time she, I don't know, I guess she fussy cut so much that she got pretty good at it. So she said, oh, I don't really mind it anymore. So I'm like, well, that's good. Just sometimes it gives it such a nice look. I just gotta finish. I took off a little too much there, so I gotta finish that. Okay. I'm just gonna try to get a little cutout right there. There. I think that looks pretty good. Okay. And then we can go ahead and put our card together. All right, so how's everybody doing today? What's the weather like by you guys? Everyone getting kind of yucky weather like we are? Or yesterday I had to go to the doctor. That's why I wasn't here. And oh my gosh, it was like an ice skating rink again. But by the time we came home, at least it was raining hard, but at least it melted. So, okay, what I did here is I actually put dimensionals there. So, I'm going to do that, pop that up. What I'll do is put the rest together and then put this on. Okay, so let's get this together. I think these flowers, I mean, I don't think it matters, but to me it looks like it goes this way. Can you guys hear the rain? It's kind of relaxing in a way, but like I said, it's nice to have it dry out. All right. It was nice when it warmed up too. Okay, we got that. I actually just kind of got this set not too long ago. I don't know why I was holding off on it. I just kind of went up a little higher there. So do you guys like when I do cards instead of like boxes, or do you like a little bit of both? Sometimes I think you use cards more, so that's why I tend to probably do more cards, but I don't know, every now and then it's nice to do a little gift box. But if there's something that you'd like to see me work with, please just share it with me or send me a message. I'd love to you know, get your ideas or what you'd like to see me use. So this is 4 by 5 1/4, and then this piece is 5 1/4 by, I think, 3/4 of an inch. Yep. All right. So what I'm going to do is just put some tape on this. I think I use glue, but you can use tape, whatever. I'm kind of bummed I don't know what I did with my ribbon. Gosh, I just had it this morning, but oh, anywho. And then what I did with the, I'm just going to get these out, my little matted dots here. When I put this on, I actually just did 2 small dimensionals right here and added a little glue on. Gosh, I think I'm taking off the backing off these. Just a little glue or tape there, so when you put it down, your dimensionals will make it even with that. Okay, so I am going to get my glue out because it's a little bit easier. I am excited. Next weekend I'm going to go scrapbooking with some friends for the weekend. Okay, just snipped a little bit of that off. So just going to kind of put that right there. And then I'm going to take, you can use, they got white, vanilla, gray, or black. I've used, it seems like a lot of the gray. I don't know why, but this kind of blends, I guess. But, and then I'm going to do one small one down here. I'm running out of the big ones. So, and then I would have the matching bow, just that matches the fresh freesia. But I don't know what I did with it. I'm sure it's on the floor somewhere. So, but anyways, I would put that on, okay? But, so there's the card number 1. What do you guys think? Do you like that? I love the colors. So what's so nice with Stampin' Up! Is like when they do the designer paper, they give you, you know, the colors all match, coordinate. So it's pretty easy to be creative. So, okay. Card number 2. Love this card. This card took me 3 times to get it the way I wanted it, the way I liked it. So, okay. So what we have here, and I did cut a bunch of this out so you don't have to wait, and hopefully I cut 2 whites out, which I did not. Oh, goodness gracious. Let's see. I don't know. I might have to grab a white sheet. But what I have here is a 4 by 11. Okay. This opens like this. I think it's kind of cute. So I have, gosh, I don't even know yet if I did. Okay. 4 by 11. And then what I did is I scored it at 5 1/2, but I put it in my trimmer here. And on this side, there's 1 inch, and then the next line is 1 1/4 inches. So I just cut that off, okay? And I gotta grab a sheet of white, so just bear with me here. I gotta crawl out of my little cubby. Because I want to finish the inside. It's not gonna look right if I don't. Let's see. I always keep a little white piece of paper by me, but I think I used it, so sorry about that. Didn't find my bow on the way. So for the inside and the front, I have a piece of basic white that is 4 by 4. So I'm gonna be cutting that. I was putting the card kits together last night at about 10 o'clock, so God only knows what happens, right? Okay, so we got, I think we have everything, hopefully. All right, so this piece that you cut off, do not throw it out, because what we're going to do is, so use 4 1/4 by 11, score it at 5 1/2, take off 1 1/4 inches, okay? So what I did is I cut a piece of designer paper. I got 2 pieces. Let's go here to the front. Even though I'm going to add this piece first, but this white is 4 by 4. And then the designer paper is I got the wrong directions. I'm thinking that's not right. I know this is 3 7/8 by 3 7/8. I grabbed the wrong card instructions. That's too funny. I'm thinking, what is wrong here? So 4 by 4, 3 7/8 by 3 7/8, 1 1/4 inches, and this is 1 by 4. Okay, so that's going to be layered like that, and then your inside is 4 by 4 as well. So let's go ahead and just start putting this together. What I do is I add this piece first. I don't know why, it helps me line it up better, I guess. So you're adding a little piece of 1 by 4 designer paper. And then I just line it up here, which hopefully I got it pretty good. This is why I like to use glue on that, because this way then I don't get any extra. I'm just going to snip a little bit off there. If you use glue, then you can kind of move it around and get it on there right, but okay. So let's add this. Some of our adhesives have been on back order, so it's like, oh gosh, trying to save some of my stuff here. Okay, I don't know if I got that on quite even, but I'm not going to try to take it off. Glue gives you a little wiggle room. Some people are brave and try with the tape, but it'll be fine. Time I get all the other stuff on, it's not going to matter. Okay, and inside I didn't stamp anything, so I'm going to go ahead and put this in. Now, if I was to stamp it, I would wait, because in case you mess up. All right, I know I'm getting down with my tape here, so... Another thing with adhesive, when you go, like, getting ready to scrapbook or go away for the weekend, don't leave it in the car overnight, because the hot cold isn't good for it. So, okay, so I have a doily, okay, from that set. This one's gray. I'm just going to flip it over. I drug out an old set of the stitched dies, and I cut the circle. I think this is the 3rd from the biggest. Then I used, let's see, this was the Tasteful Label dies, and I used this circle in vellum, okay? Then I had a piece of, this is, let's see, what did I cut this? I think at 1 inch by maybe 4. I'm not sure, but you don't need a big section. And then I just ran it through my little thing to make the arrow, or flag it, I should say. And then I ran it through the embossing folder. So the Hive one. And you don't need it, like I had mine out kind of a ways and I didn't like it. So I ended up chopping some more off. But what I'm going to do is just kind of see where I want it to kind of stick out. I think just to have it out that far is probably enough. You just want it a little bit, but I am going to use glue with this because if I try to use tape with it, it's going to tear. And you do not want to go all the way, so now I need to make sure I don't go any further than that. And that's about where I want it anyways, so you just don't want to go all the way to the end, okay? So then I added the doily. And it's just basically layering. And the thing that I popped up was the little vellum circle, okay? Oh shoot, you know what I did? I forgot to put these in. I don't know if you see this or not. I have some greens up there, but I don't even really think you need them, but I kind of had them cut out, so I added them, but let me see if I can add them. I knew I was going to forget that. I may just put them out on top, and this way then you'll see them a little bit more. I don't want to really cover up the that flower too much. That's why I tucked them behind. Let's see. I didn't put that much. I probably can go ahead and just tuck them behind. I think I'm going to do that. I kind of like the flowers to show. So let's see. Just adding a little glue. I don't want too much. And then what I'm going to do is come here and just add a little glue right there and there. Just to get them to kind of stay down there. Okay. Not too bad. It's always a way to kind of fix things. All right, so now I will put this on, but in a minute I'm going to stamp the Miss Shoe in the garden green. And this paper, by the way, this green was garden green, so I'm sorry, I don't think I even told you that. And I'm going to fussy cut this out real quick. Shouldn't take me hopefully too long. I have one pair of scissors that's better than the others, and I think, not sure if these are it, but it doesn't matter. You just kind of let your paper move with your scissors. And kind of your scissors on an angle a little bit, like a slight angle, but you just have to do what works for you. Some people just cut straight across and just this little bit, but I kind of like to get the bigger letters. If you could do a little bit of a cutout there. Okay. So is everyone getting ready for Easter? It seems like since I did Easter cards last month or this past month, seems like Easter's over with, but I'm not sure what we're doing. I don't think we've thought that far ahead yet. Everyone's kind of finishing school and trying to get organized, I guess. We're getting ready for my daughter's baby shower, which that's kind of coming together nice. So, okay, let's see. I think I just glued this on here, okay? And then I'm going to put my dimensionals behind where this is. This way, then you don't see. Okay, I don't know if you can see this circle, this cutout. I just love it though. It's like sometimes I put my dies away and forget about them, and I know, they're pretty cool though. Okay, so we will just put these, I got the mini dimensionals, or if you have the bigger ones, you can cut them. I just got 3 on there. You could cut, like they got these wider pieces, you could just cut a strip right off there and put it on there. Okay, so I'm just going to put that right there. And then I'm going to grab my glue dots. Yeah, if you don't get to watch the video, the live with me, live, it's nice if you write that you watched it on the replay, because, I don't know, just so I kind of know when you get to watch it, or, you know, I appreciate you joining us. And 2, this works better for me in the morning, so I know sometimes it doesn't for everyone. But, okay, I am going to add the white dots. Okay, we're just going to add them right on the green because they'll pop right out. And then I'll add 1, oops, right there. And you still can see it pretty good. So, all right. So that's card number 2. What do you guys think? I think that's so pretty. But what I was doing is, I was doing this banner, this piece right across, and then trying to come up with something in the center. And I think what it was is I probably threw those cards out, but I just didn't like how, like, I didn't think there was enough to kind of cover some of this green. So then I tried switching this in the green, and then it was like everything was just washed out. So this kind of worked perfect with the doily, and then getting a little bit of this paper in here to match that. I just think it kind of blends it nice together. So hopefully you guys like it too. So, okay, so that's the second card. So the third card, I would have to say, is probably my favorite. This is the last card I made, but I just must be a blue person. I don't know. But I really like it. So let me find the right card thing here. Even though I don't think I need it, but just for the measurements to make sure. But, okay. And I am using, get this out of the way. I'm using the basic gray. Okay. So this is Misty Moonlight. Hopefully I scored that right. 4 1/4 by 11. And I scored it at 5 1/2. So we're folding that over. And then my basic white is 3 3/4 by 5. Sometimes when I want to see like a little bit of that darker color, that's why I cut it shorter. And then the designer paper is 3 5/8 by 4 7/8. Okay, so we can go ahead and add that right away. I love this paper too. My kids kind of laugh and say, blue again, Mom, blue. Like, yep. Oh, there I go. I'm done with that one. So we got the Seal Plus. And this one you definitely cannot tear off. So let's kind of get that centered there. Okay. So now I have a piece of the Misty Moonlight again. And this is 3 inches by 4 inches. Okay. And then I took my white, and this is 2 7/8 by 3 7/8. So you got 3 by 4 and then 1/8 of an inch smaller. Okay, and I'm going to use my glue on that as well. So I don't know, I can't see if anyone's even commenting, but hopefully you guys are enjoying the cards. I know I got a few of you here, so especially if you're new, please let us know so we can welcome you. Okay, so we're going to add this. Now with these flowers as well that you stamp, you have to kind of figure out what works best for you. I did a couple different things. Okay, I'm going to just leave that there. Oh, let me find a piece of white here. So what I did is I took and I actually stamped, and I'm not sure which one I like. I got the Pale Papaya and I did the Bumblebee. Now on here, what I did is, now I gotta clean my stamp just a second here. Get my, what I did is I actually took my markers, not my blends, but my markers, and I did, where I took and, you know, colored it on here. And I can show you. So I did my green, the flowers, or the leaves, I'm sorry. And then, and then you kind of, you know, you blow back on it, you know, like the huffing or whatever. And let's see here. Let me just, I can finish this, but I think what I did is I did my lighter color first. But I did, I mean, it got it kind of nice, but I wanted it maybe a little bit darker. Oops, I'm doing the leaves. So I would definitely, if you're going to do it this way, do your flowers first so you don't pick up any of the green, which I think I did. And then it gets kind of muddy looking. So I'm just going to kind of quick do that. And one of these days I'm going to be brave and try to do my video where, you know, I can show you guys my face and then we'll flip the camera. But like, I'm always thinking, oh, I'm gonna mess up and get disconnected. But I guess if I do that, then I'll just start over, right? But okay, you blow on that and then you can go like that. And see there, I got it kind of muddy, so I don't really like that. So what I found is, I didn't get that very clean, so I'm not going to restamp it, but I just used my ink pad, okay? And let's see, I used my ink pad and just stamped it like that. So I'm going to see which one I like better. But then I took my marker and I just went over where the green's going to be. Oh gosh, I think I need to use the thin part. And just kind of cut our color like that. And it works. So I would definitely use my thinner side. And you can go ahead and color the whole leaf in if you want. You don't have to, but you know, I guess either way, I like the green that way, but I didn't like the flowers. And then if you want, you can just leave it like that. You don't even have to put the green stem. I think the flowers I did last week, I didn't even do the green, so. But I better do one of these nice because I'm going to use it on my card, right? So, but what I would have done if I was doing it like this is I would have took and stamped it when it was on the bigger paper and colored it then. And then you get a little better control over than trying to hold the paper. And so, you know what? I think I may try that because it's a little bit darker. But let me see. It's not going to matter because I can cover some of that. I don't like how that turned out so thick. So, but just a couple different ways you can stamp it and use the blends again. I did not have the garden green blend, so I mean I could have just done the old olive and stuff too, but I don't know. Then I'd have to cut it out, so not a big deal. But I took in, this is what remember the cutouts that I were telling you about that you did not have to stamp? Well, this is what they look like, okay? And I think that's really pretty. So I'm going to take in, I'm going to glue this behind. So I'm just going to add a little bit of glue, and I need to get these little pieces out of here. Not that you're really going to see them, but I'm just going to add some glue. Just to kind of stand them out a little bit. I don't know which one I like better. I guess it doesn't matter. Which ones do you guys think? I almost think I would like that better because it's a little bit like stands out more, but this one's a little softer. So I guess depending on what you want, I guess. And you know what? Honestly, today I don't think I have my twine and I put everything away. But my twine would cover that. So, but you know what? I'm going to try one with this. So let's go ahead and I can grab my twine. Just have to wait for me, but don't you love when we get lost in the video and have to go grab something? But then again, that's life, right? So I'm going to just put that there. If I grab that, I guess I can grab the other ribbon for my other card. Sometimes I don't like to glue all this down because it kind of sticks out, but when you go to put it in a card, then it might get ripped as well. So I'm going to, I thought I had a little glue there, I do. So I'm going to just kind of push that down. And I'm going to put this down. So what do you guys think of this set? Do you like it? Or, and you know what's so funny is I didn't even stamp a bee. The bee is really pretty. I should have stamped a bee. But I also have these bees too, which I was going to put one on here maybe. Instead of the, I'll do that and the embellishments, okay? So I'm going to just add this. Oh, I think that's kind of cool looking. I like the way that looks. You know what? I'm going to go grab my ribbon. Let that just set up for a second. Just give me a minute here. Hopefully I don't move everything. Okay. Good thing I knew where it was. I had bought some, I had bought some containers. God, I'm sorry, everything kind of moves around here. I had bought some containers for my ribbon and I love it. So, okay, I do have my twine, but I got to stamp my little tag. This is from the Tailored Tags, okay? And I actually stamped one and cut it out, but I may stamp that a little bit because I think I got that crooked. So what do I got here? I got 2. So I am going to, I don't think I need this much. I'm going to take my twine and just cut the 2 strings and tie them together. There. And too, like, you know how sometimes your twine gets all kind of like curled up and doesn't want to lay? I just take my bone folder and kind of pull it straight, and that really helps. Okay, so let's go ahead and get our gray out. Let's see, inside I stamped the bee. I can do that, but let's see here. We are family. What I did, are so glad we are family. I think I put on my label not very good, because I can see that it's not even. I was in a hurry when I did that, so let's see, scrap piece of paper and see how it stamps. Okay, not too bad. Sometimes you got to learn to pull the one side down, but if not, I have an extra. So can you hear my dog? He's making noises. There, I think I like that better. Okay, so that was done with the basic gray. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop that up with dimensionals. I got to get some more of the bigger ones. It's nice to have the small ones, but it's also nice to have the bigger ones too. But okay, so we got this, and just kind of putting this right over here, kind of over that bottom. Okay, doesn't that look nice? I think I actually like the darker better. So hopefully you guys do too. All right, and need my glue dot. So I'm going to put that right, well, you know what, I think I'm going to put that right there. And then we'll put our ribbon. And that's okay if it kind of hangs over the sentiment a little. And then I'm still going to use my dots, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to put one right there, even though you hardly see it, but I didn't do the little taggy thing, so I'm going to use some of the small ones. I got 5 of these, but you know what? I think I'm going to just do the 3, and then I'm going to put a little bee on there. So I'm going to get another glue dot. And I'm just going to put a glue dot on the back here. Oh, I think that's going to look so nice. Where do you guys think I should put it? Maybe here in the corner to kind of fill that in. Oh, I love it. You know what? I'm going to put one right on the other one too. Just going to add my glue dot. There. Oh my gosh. Oops. Did I not get my glue dot on there? It's still on my scissors. Oh, I love it. So you might as well use the bees, right? I mean, they look nice too. So, okay. Now don't forget to share, and I appreciate any comments, likes, whatever. I know why I can't see. Oh, there we go. Gosh, I'm telling you, Facebook's kind of crazy. They're crazy or I'm crazy. I don't know which one it is. I'm so glad you guys are watching though. But if not, I've caught many replays too. So, all right. Okay, so we're going to, I'm going to put this on my other card because I think it's important. Yeah, I really like this set too. So Todd and I were discussing food last time, for my retreat and what we had last time. And I think this time, if you're interested, I think we're going to do Mexican for lunch. Todd and I tried making tamales this past winter and actually thought they were pretty darn good. So we're going to do that, and put that right there. Oop. And then if hopefully my kitchen's done by then, but we may do Polish for dinner. So you guys will have plenty to eat. You know what else? Let's go ahead and I love these bees on here. So I'm going to, I keep putting my glue dots away right away. And I still got to finish the inside of that card. But I'm going to add a little bee here. You guys tell me what you think. I just think these are so darn cute. And don't forget, I'm giving, for sharing, I'm going to do a drawing for a pack of these. Something a little different. Okay, I keep losing my glue dots. They stay on my scissors. I guess I should just add them to the little bee. Okay, let's just do that. Oh God, I think these are so stinking cute. And you know what? We're even gonna do one on here. Might as well use these up. Okay. Let's see. Let's just put this little different spots. Yep, glue dots are the best of just adding them right onto the back. There. Okay, let's finish the inside of the last card. And what I have is just a little, got all my cards out here already. So let's see, this, we are just, it says, so glad we are family. And I did stamp that bee in there, but I'm not going to on this one since I did the bee on the outside. So I just have a little strip of the designer paper. That is, I think, 3/4 of an inch by 4. I'm just going to add that to the bottom. Now, of course, this would be nice to add this to your envelope as well, or stamp a flower. Okay, and then we're just going to add it to the inside. Okay. There. Which one do you like better, guys? Do you like the bumblebee color or the pale papaya with the garden green? I actually think I like this one better. I really do. And I love the bee on it. So glad I was digging through things to find it, but it makes such a difference. So here's our cards for today. And don't forget, with your orders and everything, you can get to make, you know, one of each of these, and you can use whatever flower, but like with this one, all you would need is just some little saying on there. And I'll even do the bees. I think I would probably, I don't know if I got enough, but if not, I can order more. But so what do you guys think? Do you like them? I really appreciate you changing for me today too. But now next week I should be here on Wednesday. I'm pretty sure, unless something comes up, but it should be fine. So I'm running to the doctors all the time, and it's getting kind of crazy and a little tiring. But hopefully everything's okay, so I'll be good. But thanks for joining me, and hopefully you guys have a great weekend. Stay warm, because I don't know. Our weather's supposed to be nice one day, rain and snow mix, nice rain and snow mix. So I even heard thunderstorms. My kids said it's windier than crazy by them. So hopefully everyone stays safe. Thank you. If you got questions, let me know. And if not, I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.